24, and it's presented by E.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. The Patriots offense set to go to work with Mac Jones at quarterback in his third season now out of Alabama.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance.
Down the left sideline. Inside the 20.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Ezekiel Elliott with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. So the Charger offense making its way out, and at the controls is the league's 2nd leading passer a year ago. At 25 years of age out of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it, but otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 7.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. That is caught. It's Williams. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 33 yards that time.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The Chargers at 6-5 now on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of it.
And he'll just protect the football and go down and take the sack. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Play action. It's Herbert.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the 1st.
Good work there. You're going to see on play action, they run an out route with the receiver on the outside and let the tight end work the seam in the area beyond it. A great concept, and it leads to a 1st down.
And he's got it. And
That's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Back to the ground here, Mitchell.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Mitchell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Justin Herbert looking to pass. Touchdown, Chargers.
Mike Williams.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Chargers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And we are tied at 7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive.
And in the end, it was Mike Williams who capped the drive with a touchdown reception.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
No run back here for Jones. A touchback.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Again, it's Elliott. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Throwing Jones. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. And the rookie Darius Davis deep for the Chargers.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive.
And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options and throws it away.
When you look at this Patriots defense,
they come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties. And then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter.
Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. They run over center with Mitchell. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Right back to Mitchell here. Room here to run. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
Second and 10. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And his kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
On the return is Jones from the... And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line.
And in our meeting with the special teams coordinator, we asked him, what's your philosophy on bringing the ball out? Do you give him a red light? Do you keep him in? Green light, let him go? Let's see if he changes from green light to red light after that costly error.
Yeah, you know what I remember from that meeting? He brought donuts.
I like him.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah,
but he's not happy right now.
No, don't tell everyone how many I had.
1st down, here's Mitchell. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. Touchdown! Keenan Allen, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Jones. That one complete to Parker. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt.
In punt formation for the Patriots.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Wide receiver Keenan Allen bringing out the rest of this offense. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has. Now a deep one for Johnston. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's going to try and go deep again. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Just about everything's gone right. There's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
Jones on the return. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Patriots take over. New England's offense set to go. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Eric Kendricks, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Here's Bryce Behringer now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Davis now to return it. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Chargers ready to take over. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field, because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Herbert going to keep it on the sneak, and he is going to have the Chargers 1st down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll run it. This is James Robinson. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the handoff, Mitchell. Juwan Bentley there to get him down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Pats are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Absolutely a golden opportunity missed there to add to their lead and really cap off an impressive drive because they've got the advantage and plenty of time to add to it. But on the flip side, plenty of time for an opposing comeback as well. So when you have the chance to distance yourself, not ditch so early, partner, you know you don't want to let it slip away.
And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 2nd and 5. This time they'll just keep this on the ground. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
What a way to start the second half. These guys are showing no signs of letting up. They have a chance to take a decided advantage with this possession.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's brought down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
13 yards. 1st down, Los Angeles.
On the counter, Mitchell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 42-yard line.
Herbert off of play action. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
It's a good effort there after the catch. He looked the ball in and then tried to get it to the goal line. What a nice tackle to get him down. But they're set up well now. 1st and goal at the 1.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Is good.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line.
He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Back to throw. Jones, fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in the short.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Deion Henley
in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps back?
There he goes left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Now a short one to Gesicki.
And he will have a Patriots 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 1st down, Jones. Now a short one to Gesicki. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 87 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, Jones. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. Touchdown, Patriots. Mike Gesicki, 27 yards. And the Pats get a bit closer.
So a very important first drive of the 3rd quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the 1st half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And the lead down to 10, 24-14.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 27-yard line.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Chargers' 35-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A first down carry by Allen. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Stuffing him behind the line there. That's Deion Henley. Really nice play.
2nd and 12 at the Chargers' 27-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter. Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter. Here's Jones to throw on 2nd down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Off the bootleg, Jones. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Juju Smith-Schuster, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Patriots have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And quickly, they get to the line. On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Here's Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. So my goodness. Not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the 2nd half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Jones. Open man is Bourne. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So on is the kicker, Chad Ryland, in a big spot. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers have to get that first one out of their system in the 1st quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. And Allen's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell. He'll take this to the 46. 2nd and 6 coming up. Once again, it's Mitchell. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. Well, this crowd into it now. 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. On 4th down, Dugan. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. And the Patriots are going to take over at their own 41. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off and improved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast. But guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception. They're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. A big play looming on 3rd down. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. So a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the Patriots who will have first crack at it as we're back underway here in overtime. And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback. New England trying to get a place on offense. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. If they go down and get a field goal, we continue play. But if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. Jones, first throw of overtime here. To the right side, he's got Parker. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Now Jones on first down. Got the connection here aboard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. Inside give to Elliott. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing Jones. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 34-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
From the 34 now, here's first. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Taken down at the 30.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 20-yard line. Shaping up to be a very efficient efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
Jones. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Jones. And it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Now Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. And his kick is good. And they have regained the lead. Now remember, this one is not over, but with the time running short here in this overtime, that could very well be the game winner.
Yeah, remember now, the other team does get a possession, but when the clock runs out, that's it. So that was a well-calculated drive to use up the majority of the clock and leave your opponent with little to no time left.
So only a field goal on that opening drive of overtime. Will that hold up? We'll find out as the kick's away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? The overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Duggan. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On 4th down, Dugan going deep here for Allen. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Well, partner, you and I were excited for this one today, and certainly had its moments. Some good execution at times by both of these offenses. Defenses both made some plays as well. And always a joy to be up here in the booth next to you, my friend.
Yeah, it's a privilege to be up here in the booth next to you as well. Thanks for taking the time, and let's go ahead and get ready for our next one, right? I'll see you in the film room. Get that preparation started now.
So for the Pats, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-.